Right, everyone, welcome back to Bud Black. Let us know if we have any audio issues. I know we had a few on the first call, so we'll go with Thomas and let us know if you can hear us okay. Go ahead, Thomas.
Okay, I'm hearing you okay, buddy. Are you hearing me okay?
Thomas, I am hearing you perfectly. Sound great.
Well, welcome back. And can you tell us about your time away? Obviously not a vacation by any stretch of imagination, but what you did, what was going on during that time?
Well, I'm not going to tell you everything I did, Thomas. Go to Hawaii. No. Well, I guess you would say I was in, for lack of a better word, lockdown for a while to adhere to the protocols that were set, by MLB. So that was watched every pitch of our games, watched pre and post games, which I never have a chance to do on AT&T of the 8 games that I missed. So, I mean, I wish I could tell you some exciting things that I did, but I didn't do anything exciting.
Sounds like it wasn't. Were you feeling okay? Were you healthy?
I was feeling fine.
Okay.
Feel fine now.
All right, watching the team during the time off, any observations that hit you? I know a lot of young relievers got to pitch, and you played a lot of very close games, including against the Dodgers. What were your impressions of how the team performed in your absence?
I thought overall we threw the ball well. From TV, in real time you see the pitch, you see the replay of the pitch, you see the result. In most cases, I don't get to replay the game or see the game on video until well after the game, or sometimes even the next day. But I thought overall we threw the ball pretty well. There were some big swings along the way too, as you guys know. I think there were some emotional wins. During the 8 games I was gone, I thought as always we played hard. We played to win. I thought the guys were doing everything in their power to win the game. I thought the coaches, their processes from observing the game and knowing how our team works and knowing our players. I thought our coaches did a great job of putting our players in the best position to succeed. And I think we did see some good things. I think, Gilbreth getting a save in the fashion that he did, and that game was impressive. I thought, he and Bowden threw the ball fairly well in their outings. Bard worked his way through the one game remarkably. That game looked dire, but we came back to win it. There were Connor Joe's first home run was emotional. That was a tough one. I thought that was a game that, that game hurt me probably more than any of the other games. That loss, that one stung a little bit, but, I didn't feel as though I was that far away. I was in contact with the coaches, multiple times during the day and even after the game. There was conversations with Smitty often, our minor league people. So I didn't feel as though I was detached at all just because of, our conversations on a regular basis, during the time I was gone. It was just different, right? Being away and having the team, on the field. It was just really, really bizarre.
Just got a couple more. Were you able to Zoom with the team like you're Zooming with us?
No, I text with a number of the players, but I did not speak with the players. Our coaches are very capable to, act out and interact with our players. And if I had a message to give, I gave it through the coaches, or if I text the player, if I had a message.
Okay, and last for me, we're seeing some of Rogers in the number 2 hole in the batting order.
Right.
Red had said that you guys had talked about it and you like the idea. What are the reasons to go with him there, and what are you seeing so far?
Well, I think, again, I think he's swung the bat, really well since his return. His on base percentage is in a spot where, it sets up well for, Trevor, Chuck, Crone, and Mac. The way, we want to put our lineup to, keep their bullpen, opposing bullpen in the best manner for us. If Tapia leads off and have a right-handed hitting Rogers, then, potentially Chuck or Trev, depending on the handedness of the starter. But I think, the big reason is he's swinging the bat well. He's getting on base, and, we like him getting, the extra at bat as the game gets into the later innings. So I think it's more about performance than anything, and a little bit of, potential thump at the top with some power and some on base and some average.
Patrick?
Hey, buddy, welcome back.
Thanks, Patrick.
I don't know how much you can tell us about why you were on the protocol.
Not much. We're not
Oh.
supposed to. So
Okay, but
I got to cut you off there. It's sort of the, it's in the bylaws.
okay, but you were never sick.
Well, I had, well, no, I mean, it depends on what you think is sick. I don't think I was sick.
Did you test positive?
Can't.
All right. Okay, I'll change. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Danielle?
Hi, buddy. Do you have any update on the 4 players who are still out?
Yeah, they're doing very well. They're all down in Arizona at Salt River. Shashin is throwing a bullpen. He's going to throw a game tomorrow down in the Arizona League. Sensatella is going to throw a bullpen today. I think he's already thrown it. I got to follow up to see the reports on that, but he was going to throw a lengthy bullpen today and throw another one on Wednesday, and then potentially throw a game this weekend in the minor leagues. Almonte he's going to throw a bullpen, I believe, tomorrow, and Daza is going to play in a game tomorrow. So they're all in Arizona. They're all doing fine. They're recovered from any symptoms that they had and how they were feeling. So they are on the proverbial comeback trail.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me fill in a couple of quick blanks for, if you don't mind.
Please. Yeah, go ahead.
Where in the world were you in the last week? Were you in Denver the whole time?
I was in Denver and San Diego.
Okay. It was because everything was sort of crazy. So a lot of stuff was happening, but at first, were you sort of involved in how the blanks were going to be filled with call-ups and stuff? Did that all fall to Bill or Red, or were you all involved?
We're all involved. No, like I said, I was in conversation daily with Bill multiple times, with Red, with Fosty, with Keith, with everybody.
Okay.
Modern
And then
technology, as you know.
I appreciate
Email, text, and old school phone.
old school. I appreciate that Thomas asked you if you were on Zoom. Like, I was hoping you weren't on Zoom.
Which
just
I
'cause Zoom-
wasn't, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm glad you went old school.
Yeah, I went old school.
And then it is also then separately like a kind of crunch time here with the trade deadline. Were those part of your conversations with Bill every day too? Has that been?
Well, not so much about the trade deadline stuff, more about the team.
Okay. Do you feel like you're in the loop with this, with the deadline coming up on Friday? Are you informed as much as you want to be?
Yeah.
Buddy, 2 things quickly. The first thing is just how weird was it for you to be out those 8 games? I don't know how much time you've missed in your career for sickness or for weird events or whatever. So just how weird was it watching? Did you watch the game differently? Did you see things differently on TV? That's my first question. I'll follow up after.
Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the weirdest, 10. So I sort of watched the game, through the lens of being in the dugout. I've been around Red for a long time with our pitching coaches, our Stu and Giddy have been here since I've been here. So, I know what's going on in the dugout just based on our experience together. I know what the conversations are. I was talking to the guys, as early as, 15, 20 minutes before each game. So I knew, I got a feel for what was going on. So then the game unfolded. But it's just a really bizarre experience to see it happening from your home, from watching it at my house. So it was really weird.